Hello everyone, and welcome back. Thank you for spending your time with us today. My name is Alex.
And I'm Yuki. It's really nice to be here with you.
If you are listening right now, please relax. This conversation is made especially for English learners. We will speak slowly, clearly, and naturally.
Today we are going to talk about something very common but very important. We are going to talk about the future.
When we hear the word future, it can feel big. Sometimes it feels exciting. Sometimes it feels a little scary. And sometimes, we don't know what to think at all.
But that is okay.
In this episode, we are not talking about perfect plans. We are not talking about difficult goals. We are just talking about real life, in simple English.
You do not need to understand every word. Please do not stop the audio. Just listen and let the English flow.
Yuki and I will share small ideas, simple dreams, and everyday thoughts. You can listen while you rest, walk, or drink a cup of tea.
This is your time to practice listening. No pressure. No tests. No stress.
At the end, you might think about your own future, too. Not a big future. Just your future.
So take a deep breath, get comfortable, and let's begin our conversation together.
Yuki, let me ask you a simple question. When you think about the future, how do you feel?
That's a good question. I think the future feels many things at the same time. Sometimes it feels exciting. I imagine new places, new skills, and new chances. But sometimes, to be honest, it feels a little scary.
I understand that feeling very well. The future can feel unclear. We don't know exactly what will happen next month, or even tomorrow.
Yes, exactly. In Japan, many people think carefully about the future. We like to plan, but life does not always follow our plans.
That's very true. I think the future feels scary when we think it must be perfect. A perfect job. A perfect life. A perfect answer.
Yes, when we think like that, the future feels heavy.
But when we think about the future in a softer way, it can be fun. Not big dreams only. But small ideas, too.
Like learning one new thing. Or trying something different next week.
Exactly. The future is not one big moment. It is many small moments, one after another.
When I think like that, the future feels lighter. Not scary. More friendly.
I like that word, friendly. Let's talk about the future like a friend, not like a problem. Yuki, when people talk about the future, they often start with work. They ask, what do you want to do in the future? Do you like that question?
To be honest, not always. Sometimes it feels like a difficult question. It sounds simple, but the answer is not always clear.
I feel the same way. When I was younger, I thought I needed one clear answer. One job. One path. One plan for my whole life.
Yes, many people think like that. But life changes and we change too.
Exactly. Now, when I think about work, I think more about how I want to live. For me, work is not only about money. It is also about time, freedom, and meaning.
That makes sense. So what kind of work do you imagine for yourself?
I want to do work that I can do from many places. Maybe teaching online, or creating simple content. I like the idea of sharing knowledge and helping people learn slowly.
That sounds very calm. You don't seem to be in a hurry.
I'm not. I don't want work to control all of my life. I want space for rest, learning, and small joys.
I really understand that. For me, the most important part of work is people. I want a job where I can support others.
Support in what way?
Maybe listening, helping, or guiding someone when they feel unsure. Doesn't have to be a big role. Even small support can make a difference.
That's very true. Sometimes a kind word is more powerful than we think.
Yes. In the past, I thought work needed to be impressive. But now, I think work should feel right inside.
I like that idea a lot. Work that feels right.
And it's okay if our ideas change. What we want at 20 is different from what we want at 30 or 40.
Absolutely. The future does not need one final answer. We can choose a direction, take a step, and then adjust.
That makes the future feel more possible. Not perfect but human.
Exactly. A future that grows with us. Yuki, besides work, I think learning is a very important part of the future. Even after school, even after university, we continue to learn.
I agree. Learning doesn't stop when we become adults. In fact, I think learning becomes more personal.
That's a good way to say it. Now, we choose what we want to learn.
Yes. For me, one important goal is improving my English listening. I can read English and I can write a little. But listening is still difficult sometimes.
Many learners feel the same way. When people speak fast, it's easy to feel lost.
Exactly. Sometimes I understand the words but I miss the meaning. It can be frustrating.
I understand that feeling very well. That's why slow, natural listening practice is so helpful. Not perfect English. Just real, calm English.
Yes. When the speaker is calm, I feel more confident. I don't panic.
Confidence is very important in learning. For me, I want to improve my storytelling skills. I want to explain ideas clearly and simply.
That sounds useful for many things.
It is. Good communication helps in work, in friendships, and even in daily life. It's not about using difficult words. It's about sharing ideas kindly.
I like that. Learning doesn't have to be stressful.
Not at all. Small steps are enough. 10 minutes a day is already good progress.
Yes. When I study a little every day I feel proud. Even small progress makes me happy.
And that feeling helps us continue. Learning is not a race. It's a long walk.
A slow, peaceful walk.
Exactly. And as we learn, we also grow as people. We become more patient, more open, and more confident.
That kind of growth is just as important as any skill.
Yuki, let's change the topic a little. When you think about the future, do you think about travel?
Yes, very much. Travel is one of the things that makes me feel excited about the future. Not fast travel but slow travel.
I like that idea. Traveling slowly and really feeling the place.
Exactly. I don't want to visit many places quickly. I want to stay in one place, walk around and observe daily life.
That sounds wonderful. Is there a place you imagine?
I imagine Northern Europe. Somewhere quiet with long summer days and soft light. I want to sit by a window and watch people walk by.
That's a very peaceful image. For me, I imagine a place with wide nature. Green hills, fresh air, and a calm rhythm.
That sounds like a good place to breathe.
Yes. I think traveling is not only about seeing famous sights. It's about changing our pace.
I agree. When we travel, we can step outside our usual routine. We notice small things more clearly.
Like sounds, colors, and even our own thoughts.
Yes. And traveling helps us understand different lifestyles. People live in many ways and that's interesting.
It also teaches us that there is no single, correct, way to live.
That's true. After traveling, I often feel calmer. My problems feel smaller.
I feel the same way. Even thinking about travel can make us feel relaxed.
Yes. Travel dreams don't have to be expensive or far away. Sometimes a simple trip is enough.
Exactly. The future holds many places we haven't seen yet. And that thought alone is very comforting.
It makes the future feel open and full of quiet possibilities.
When we talk about the future, we often imagine big changes. But I think home and daily life are just as important.
I agree. Home is where we return every day. It shapes how we feel.
Exactly. In the future, I don't imagine a very large house. I imagine a simple place, quiet and comfortable.
Comfort is important to me too. I imagine a small apartment that is easy to take care of. Nothing fancy.
That sounds very practical. What kind of daily life do you imagine there?
I imagine calm mornings. I wake up, open the window and let in fresh air. I make a simple breakfast and prepare slowly for the day.
That sounds very peaceful. For me, daily life in the future feels unhurried. I want time to think, read, and walk.
Walking is a nice habit. It helps clear the mind.
Yes. I imagine living in a place where I can walk to small shops or a park. Not too busy, not too quiet.
That balance is important. Too much noise is tiring, but too much silence can feel lonely.
Very true. At home, I also want a space for learning. A small desk, good light, and a comfortable chair.
I like that image. For me, home should help me relax after work. Soft light, simple furniture, and a clean space.
A clean space really changes how we feel.
Yes. When my space is calm, my mind is calm too.
In the future, I don't want a busy lifestyle. I want days that feel steady and balanced.
Me too. A good future doesn't need to be exciting every day. Sometimes a quiet and stable life is the best dream.
I completely agree. A future that feels peaceful, day by day, is something worth hoping for. We've talked a lot about the future far away. But now, let's talk about the near future. This week, or this weekend.
Yes, I like that. The near future feels easier to imagine.
Exactly. So, Yuki, do you have any plans for this weekend?
Nothing big. And I think that's nice. This weekend I'm going to spend time quietly.
That sounds good. What are you going to do?
On Saturday morning, I'm going to go to a small cafe near my home. I want to sit by the window and drink coffee slowly.
That already sounds very relaxing.
After that, I'm going to jungly my room a little. Not everything. Just one corner.
That's a good idea. Small tasks feel easier.
Yes. And in the evening I'm going to watch a movie at home. Something light and warm.
That's a perfect weekend plan. For me, this weekend is also simple.
What are you going to do?
On Saturday, I'm going to take a long walk. No music, no phone. Just walking and thinking.
That sounds very refreshing.
Yes. On Sunday, I'm going to prepare for the next week. I'll write a short to-do list and plan my time.
Planning helps reduce stress.
It really does. I don't plan everything. Just enough to feel calm.
I like that. The near future doesn't need excitement. Just needs care.
Exactly. Small plans give us something to look forward to.
And when we finish them, we feel satisfied.
That feeling makes everyday life better.
Yes. The future starts with this weekend.
Let's take a quiet moment to review what we talked about today.
We talked about the future in many ways. Work, learning, travel, home, and even this weekend.
Yes. We didn't talk about perfect lives or big success. We talked about real life.
Small dreams. Simple plans. Daily choices.
Now, this is a good time for you to practice. You don't need to speak out loud. Just think quietly.
In your mind, complete this sentence. In the future, I want to.
It can be very simple. I want to feel calm. I want to learn something new. I want to rest more.
There is no right or wrong answer.
If you like, you can pause the audio for a few seconds. Take your time.
This practice is not about English only. It's also about listening to yourself.
Little by little, both your English and your confidence will grow.
And that is already a wonderful future.
We are almost at the end of today's conversation.
Thank you for listening and spending this time with us.
Remember, the future doesn't need to be clear right now. Small steps are enough.
If you enjoyed this slow English conversation, please listen again. Repetition is very helpful.
And if this helped you feel more relaxed with English, please subscribe and come back for the next episode.
Until next time, take care, keep listening, and keep moving forward slowly.